Karthik, where do we get the meeting ID?
It's on your mail, bro.
Can you read it out? Because I have to I can't go back in here.
Okay, you want me to read the ID, but I guess we are live on YouTube. So
No, we are
can
not
we?
yet live.
It's
Can you
written
just...
see live on YouTube. You want me to send it
Okay.
on
Yeah.
your WhatsApp? I can.
Yeah. Please send it.
Okay then.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'll check. Don't worry. Okay. No. I got it. Don't worry.
You got it? Okay then. Tejas. Okay, I guess you have to unmute one. Sorry, mute one of your device. Nothing, I was just asking the setup one.
किताब ठीक से दिख रहा है?
Yeah, bro.
She's saying something. I can't.
Anand, we can't hear you. You are on mute, bro.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Okay.
So can we start now?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Anand.
I'll present the screen.
We can't see the screen, bro.
I'm going to present.
Okay, you're going to present. Okay then.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I start, bro?
Yeah, you can start. You can start.
Okay. So,
What?
let me start now, bro. Karthik, while I'm doing this, can you check on Nitya and Sakshi if they are joining?
Okay, I will ask Nitya if you can.
So, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to a workshop. This workshop dive in dreams with Imaginative Squad, and we are the Imaginative Squad. So this is us. We come before we start the workshop. We hope that all of you have a sketchbook in your hand because this is going to be a little interactive session, and we'll be drawing throughout the workshop. And this is a little bit about us. So we are the imaginative squad. We consist of me, myself, Anand, Karthik, and Tejas. So if you see the top left corner, that you can see Karthik. Karthik, he comes from Dehradun. Below him, there is me. I come from Kerala, and below that there is Tejas, who is coming from Bangalore. And we all met at NID. So we three had some common interest among us. Like we like to do caricatures, cartoons, comic strips. So we thought, why not start a group and do this stuff together? So that's how we started the Imaginary Squad. So what we do is this kind of work. So these are some of our works, individual works. So these are the kind of styles that we have. And apart from the academics, so this is our college. So apart from the academic works that we like to do throughout the semesters, we also do other work as part of the imaginary works. We make the posters of the courses we have during the semesters, and we make after each course we make a poster with the caricature of the faculties, and we give it to them. And on the right side, you can see two having a first workshop that was in last year. And then below that there is a Cartoonpur workshop that was also one online workshop we did recently. The kind of work work we do, and lectures that we did for the teachers. There's any question? And now a little bit about me. As I told you, myself Anand. So this is one sector of the work I do, where I take in different characters and I convert them into my own version. Like I normally like to do chibi characters. Yeah. So this is one spectrum where I do fan art, and apart from fan art, I also do caricatures with kind like I choose a color palette and make my friends into the characters that they prefer to be. So these are some examples of characters like caricatures that I do of people. So these are two different and moving on to Karthik.
Tejas, can you mute yourself? Like some audio is coming in the background. Okay then, cool. Good afternoon, everyone. Like I'm Karthik. I'm also a student of second year communication design in NID Madhya Pradesh. So you can see on the screen, like this is the kind of a work I do. So like our country, like it's gifted with so many beautiful stories and so many beautiful folk tales of different religions and different places. So like I always found this some kind of a connection with these characters from Ramayana, Mahabharata, not only the god and goddesses but also the villains, Kumbhakarna and Meghnad, Ravana. So like this was my attempt of illustrating the life or a part of the life of these characters in a single frame. So from top to down or left to right, you can see the whole story. And yeah, Anand, you can go to the next slide. So like you can see, like I use a lot of colors in my illustrations, because like whenever I start an illustration, I try to first decide the mood, what mood I want to convey in this in this particular composition. So some like these colors helps me a lot to conveying that idea. And on the right you can see a totally different kind of work I do. So these are some small funny characters I make, and based on real life. And yeah, so this was me. You can go ahead to Tejas.
Yeah. So hello, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is hi everyone. My name is Tejas and I'm from Bangalore. And this is the style of this is the type of work I do. I enjoy making highly detailed art. It sort of gives me, it tests my patience, which I like, and it also gives me like it's like pleasure doing it. You spend your time, you take your time in doing something which you really like, and I enjoy that. So this is my style of work. That is very highly detailed. It's not really detailed. It's an illusion of detail. It is actually hatching and scratches, which makes it look like a particular structure. Next, Anand. So this is the other side of the work I do. One side is very detailed, and this is the other side, which is cartoony, funny. I enjoy making things funny or cartoonish. It gives a level of whimsical environment to the entire subject. So I enjoy doing that. I mostly do my work in ink, and yeah, that's it. Next one. This is the intermediate of my work. So I enjoy making things funny. That is, it does not really have to make it. You don't have to really make it look like you or some person. It just has to uh, make people enjoy looking at it. Yep.
Yeah. So dive into the like this workshop. We are focusing on we will take a journey through character designing. We'll talk a little bit about style development and obviously illustration and much more. So yeah, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, before jumping to the first step of our workshop, which is character designing, we will start we can start with how to take inspiration and references to make a character, to make a a person or any sort of living things you're creating on your own. So like this character inspiration we have divided into three categories, which is living. For example, you can see on the screen Kung Fu Panda and Angry Bird, Tintin. These are the characters who are who are inspired from living things like humans, animals. And then there is non-living things. For example, like you can see on the screen Cars, Toy Story. So these are the characters which are inspired from non-living things. And the third category is out of the world. So for example, like you can see on the screen, this is House Moving Castle, and most of the Studio Ghibli movies, they are, they're, you can see the characters, like you can tell they are inspired from somewhere, but they're not from Earth. They're something out of the world. Same with Inside Out and Soul movie from Pixar. So yeah, can we go to the next slide? Huh. So this is one of the example we created, like where I have illustrated or converted these different kind of folks, which like you can see vegetables or fruits on top of them into characters. So I call them, the holly, like so some kind of they give me a creepy vibe. So yeah, you can convert anything, any non-living thing, any object into a character. For example, I'm holding this pencil or holding this pen, so I can convert these into characters. So that's our exercise, like that's our warm-up exercise for for the first step in this workshop. Can we go to the next slide? So this is the process we three take when we are converting anything into object. So first we try to figure out the basic shape of the character, like what can be the basic shape, and then I decide the mood, like what for me, like this folk was something, he has so much in like on his head, and it's he's overweighted. So like first I decided the basic shape what I'm gonna take for this character. Then I also, you can see a white arrow on the top, so that I take that arrow as a, you can take that as reference, like what will be the right source in your illustration. And then yeah, then you color it, and then you can detail it out. You don't have to do much, like you can also add hands, you can add eyes, you can add emotions. So yeah, can you go to the next slide? So first exercise is a dream of a non-living thing. And next. So hope you guys are carrying sketchbook and pencil with you. So you all have a pen or pencil in your hand. So like this is a dream. This whole workshop is based on dream. So imagine that your pen is alive. It is a character, and it has a like it got he has a dream that he's thrown to prison for some crime he didn't even committed. So now your pen, okay, it can be, you can name your pen. For example, I named this pen Karthik. Okay, so Karthik is thrown into prison, which for the crime he's not even committed. So he's now willing, like he's trying to escape the prison or break the prison with his friends. So all you have to do in this exercise, it's a warm-up exercise. We will also do it with you. So like four different kind of pens will be shown in front of the screen, and you just have to, whatever like image comes to, whatever character comes into your mind, you have to just, give your pen. You can give your hands 100 hands, you can give him 100 hands, and you just have to convert that pen into a character. So each time, like 3 minutes will be given for each pen. So it will be a warm-up exercise for us. So can we go to the next slide, Anand?
Yeah.
Let's draw. So I will put a timer for 3 minutes for each drawing. So you have to first step is to you have to convert your pen or your pencil which you are holding into a character, and you can also name it. For like I named him as Mr. Jhandu. Okay, so you can name your character anything, and so you can go to the next slide. I will set a timer for 3 minutes.
Let's start.
Yeah. So yeah, this was the process I took for converting my Micron into, a character. So here I took, reference of my face, like my stoner eyes and, my parrot nose, and I taken, both the characteristics of my pen and myself, and I converted it into Mr. Jandu. So Tejas and Anand, you can also tell what you guys are planning to convert your pen.
We will be drawing with you people also, like so like you guys also start drawing, take sketchbook or a paper or anything, just start drawing.
Yeah, you guys can draw now, like start drawing. So Tejas, you can unmute and tell what you are planning to convert your pen into.
Let's see. Microns, I look at them as criminals. I don't know why, because maybe because of the color, they have a grayish, brownish tint. So I look at them as prisoners. And whenever I draw, I use this particular thing in my illustrations. Whenever I draw, the forehead of my illustrations is very big. So I'm going to use the top half as the forehead, and I'm going to set the eyes to the lowest spot. And you know what? I think I'll give him one eye patch. Oh yeah, he looks like Mercury. Never thought of it.
And what about you, Anand? You're holding
For
an Apple pencil, right? What
no,
pen
no,
are you drawing?
I'm starting with the micro.
Okay, you're drawing Micron only.
Yeah, so for me, the Micron is actually a police officer who is in disguise with the prisoners because he already know the prisoners plan to escape. So he is acting as a spy, and he is joining the prisoners to make the plan so that he can catch them.
So any name you decided for this character you're making right now?
Maybe what you call it. What is the name of your character?
Okay, it's almost 3 minutes. Like 20 seconds are left. Then we will jump to the next pen.
I want to use this boxing gloves.
Yeah, Anand, you can switch to the next one.
Okay.
Oh, it's a marker. Tejas, what kind of a character is coming into your mind after seeing this marker?
You know what? I don't know why I'm thinking of a librarian.
What?
A librarian.
Okay, a librarian. Cool.
I like contrast in my illustration. That is, this is a hefty pen. It might be a bodybuilder or a wrestler. But what if he's a librarian? What if he's sitting in a library scolding people, asking them to be silent? It's a very interesting scenario.
For me, this pen is giving me the vibe of, that bad guy, that badass guy, who is the leader of, this gang in the prison. He can be Mr. Dada. He is kind of a Dada.
Hmm.
He can beat anyone in the prison. What about you, Anand?
So he has this Chinese written all over him, right? And he's fat. So I kinda reminds me of a sumo wrestler. So maybe he's a sumo wrestler for me.
Yeah, if we compare this to that micron we do, so yeah, he is a sumo wrestler. So there is a basic process. You just have to, take the basic shape of the pen, exaggerate whatever, you think. Like for me, I exaggerated uh, the middle part of the pen to make him more, kind of a bodybuilder. Or what about you,
I'm going to
Tejas?
give this woman long legs. I'm going to give her long legs. Librarians are always tall.
Actually, you are giving legs to your character.
Why not?
Yeah, you can give legs.
There is no boundaries to what you can do. So go ahead. Whatever you think of, just do it. Don't hesitate. I'm going to give her long legs and heels. She looks a lot like the librarian actually. I had I had a teacher who looked like this. Her name was Shakuntala.
What was his name?
Her 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 name was Shakuntala and she had a mole on her cheek.
Okay, so you're drawing that more. Okay, time's up. Anand, next slide, please.
Interesting.
Yep.
Alright. Anand, you tell about this pen. Like what kind of a character is coming in your mind?
This was a actually like he's a this you have these in villages, you have these heads, right? Like head kind of people, head of the village kind of people, who owns the land and everything, and
Yeah, like a
he
mukhya.
yeah, like that. So he's that kind of person, and he was put into prison because like some person cheated him, like with the finances or anything something. So he got arrested.
Cool. So what are you naming him? Like,
Yeah, like a king kind of person, village
okay,
king.
okay. Sarpanji. Like
Ha
for
ha
me,
ha.
I don't know. I see him as a, female character. Like she is in prison, a middle-aged woman, and her name can be, Shalu, or anything. Okay. So yeah, she's, very clever. She can find a way, and yeah, in talking only she can beat anyone. What about you, Tejas?
I see a bar dancer. She's a bar
Oh,
dancer. A bar dancer.
okay.
Bar dancer. And I was thinking, I have not drawn it yet, but I was thinking, what if I put the pen upside down this time? She dances on her nib.
Oh,
She's waltzing with the nib. And she was caught and put to prison. Why? Maybe she extorted money from someone. She blackmailed someone and she extorted money. So she's in prison for that.
for me, she can be the mastermind of the escape plan. Like she can be the one who is planning the whole escape.
For me, she's not the mastermind, but at the end, if I were to write a story on this, at the end, she would be the only one who survives because she would cheat everybody and get out. Hmm. So Anand and Karthik, what style, what techniques do you use to draw your objects?
Yeah, I draw with scribbling only. Like first phase of drawing is just, putting out all the emotions. Like I start with a basic shape, and like for this, it's obviously a cylinder, but I exaggerate the part I want to, you know, to be focused on. So then I move on with the detailings in the next, and then I go for colors and all those things. What about you, Anand?
So this time we have little time, right? Like 3 minutes for each sketches. So I'll just I won't normally if I do I start with a basic sketch of with using a pencil or something and draw a fine lines on top of that. But this time I just go with like what is on my mind and just draw it and give these basic shadows. Like using the pen I am drawing, I just put some extra lines to show the shadows to give a 3D effect.
Okay, time's up. Anand, you can go to the next pen. You can go. Okay, Apple Pencil. For me, he's the guy who will, hack the security guard's laptop or, CCTV, the techie guy. What about you, Tejas?
मैंने अभी सोचा नहीं है इसके बारे में. I'm thinking. I don't know what exactly. Uh,
You
I
know,
don't want
Chatur.
him to be a techie guy.
Okay, you don't want him. Like for me, it gives me that
Who?
feeling of, Chatur from Three Idiots. Chatur.
हाँ हाँ पता है हाँ.
So he's kind of a Chatur for me. Meanwhile, Tejas is thinking, Anand, you can tell, what are you making?
For me, he is the arrogant rich guy. He does not care for like he's like everyone should like follow his plans because he's rich and stuff like that. He's like very arrogant and which finally fails him. Like he gets caught in the end because of it.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, I think I will draw something like uh, he's the person who is used by the librarian and the bar dancer. They flirt with him and they extort all the information they can, and he's thrown into the doghouse.
Mhm.
Anand, just one thing I have to
So
say.
he's sort of
Can
dumb. He
What? I
Anand, can you use the audio for from your phone? Because people
why?
on YouTube, they can't see what you're drawing. They can just see your face.
Okay. Can't see the audio option here.
Hello.
I'm very sorry, but
It's okay, bro.
okay, it's okay now, right? If I turn on the audio in that, it will start getting echoes.
Okay, because
Okay,
people can't see what we are drawing. They can only see our face.
it's possible for them to pin maybe because this is going to
There
take
is
a
no
time difference.
option. So like we have only one pen left. So let's jump to the
Okay.
next pen, and then we will stop presenting whenever we have to give demo. Yeah. So this is the last pen we have.
Oh, this is interesting. Something childish.
Funny guy.
Hmm.
So Tejas, what character comes to your mind when you see this pen?
I don't know why I was thinking of Doom 3. You know, one of the twins is mentally challenged, and one of them does the stunts. The
Yeah.
mentally challenged one actually plans everything, and the it's a terrible movie. Please go watch the original Prestige, much better. But anyway, I was thinking of something like this is the guy who actually plans everything, and the Apple Pencil takes all the credit for it.
Okay. Okay. For me, it's totally different story. For me, he's the guy who will mess up the whole thing
Whole operation, huh?
because in the end, he doesn't even know what they are doing.
And when they get out, he's like, I want to go back in.
Yeah, can be.
That's what she said.
That can be a possibility in this character. Okay, then we're done with the exercise. Anand, we can go to the next one. Stop. Yeah, you guys can stop now. Like we did 5 different kind of pens, and Anand, you can go to the next slide. So prisoners of Azkaban. Okay, so this is what this is the illustration we have made. So you can see the marker. I have converted it into, his name is Binde. Okay, Dada Binde. So he is the angry guy. Like he can beat anyone. And then the Apple Pencil, as I was talking, like this. This is the geeky guy. His name is Chatur. Okay. Then Shalu, and then this that Tejas, that pen, the funny pen. So I have converted into this character, which is like, he's funny, like he doesn't know anything, but when it comes to keys, unlocking something, he know how to do things. So
That's
yeah,
interesting.
so with those, small what we will call it, the ink thing he had. So you can see a small keys, and the last character, that Micron, is me standing there. So yeah, so we can stop presenting, and maybe you guys can show what you have drawn, because they can't see our demo, like what we are drawing. So we have to stop presenting.
Okay, Tejas, yeah, you can show. Like, if you can pin Tejas, if it's possible for you to pin Tejas, like he'll show you what is
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. I don't think it's possible for them to pin.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
Yeah, now they
Yeah.
can. Now they can see us. Now they can see us. They can
They
see
can.
all 6 screens. Yeah.
Okay, so this is my collection. Oh, wait, I think like this. Is it better like this?
Yeah.
Huh. So this is the pen who has all the credit. That is, he plans all the stuff. But the cool the Apple pen, he's a person who always gets the credit. He actually does not do anything, but only gets the credit for it, and he's left creditless. The pen who plans everything. I don't know. I think I'll call. And then there is Nick Fury, who is wearing boxing gloves, and then we have the librarian. I think my personal favorite is this librarian. It looks really cool. The tip and the specs. I really like her specs. And I think she is best at pretending and covering up the plans when she's trying to explain. She has all the methods, all the capability of covering up their traces, and no one will be able to spot them when they escape. And we have the flamboyant bar dancer. I'll call her Sabina. Yeah, Sabina is very interesting. So she manipulates people into doing her bidding. That's what I love about her character. Her only option, she pretends like she's caring about people, but she does not. Her only motive is to escape the prison, and she will do anything to get out of there, even killing. Yeah, Anand, your turn.
Yeah, okay. So you can see my like drawing screen, right, instead of my face.
Yeah, Anand.
Okay,
Tejas,
cool.
you can mute yourself like while Anand is talking. I will also mute myself.
Okay. So for the first micron pen, what I created is this is a police officer. I just call him Cop. So he's actually police, but he's going to be going in disguise with these prisoners to see their plan, like how are they going to get out, and then catch them in the end. And after that, the big marker, I have chosen it to be this Zumo wrestler guy with a cap on his head. But the thing is that he has asthma. So he is the strongest member, but his weakness is he has asthma. So like there are problems they face. He can't always fight with them. If he like uh, yeah, that is it. Yeah, and this is this king guy. He is actually a humble king. He was cheated because he was very humble, and so he will be the guy who will be having like if they cheat the guard and escape the prison, the guard will lose his job. So so he will be having that kind of thought, like it will be a cheating doing to the guard and his family. So this guy always comes with the counter opinion, not to escape the person. And this is the rich guy. So he is very arrogant, and he always wants things to go in his way. And his arrogance finally lets him down, and he is stuck back in the prison because he tries to bribe the guard to get out. So the guard was a little a very honest guard, so he just like informed this to the higher authorities, and he's still in prison. And for the last colorful pen, this is what I came up with. She's supposed to be a like housewife, but not a housewife. She's a businesswoman. She's a small scale businesswoman who has this street vending cart and everything. She's very like she can get really angry with stuff. It is really hard to make her explain. Like we have to hack the computer. She don't know what they mean by hacking. So it is very hard for these people to explain to her that how they are going to they are going to get out. So this is my version of the prisoners of Azkaban. So we are sure you guys also have some interesting versions. But so we are Karthik.
Yeah, you can present now.
Okay. So
Guys, if you have any questions, you can put it in the YouTube chat box and we'll answer it for you here.
If you
yeah.
guys have any questions, we can answer that.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can see the screen.
Okay. Okay. So we are moving on to the next part of this workshop. So we have mainly three parts in the workshop. The first part was about dream of the non-living things. So where we just a conclusion that where we went to the fantasies of a non-living thing. Here we took the pencil as an example, pencil and pens as an example. Now we are going to dreams of living things. Okay, so imagine just think about a dream you had earlier. So you are not alone in that dream, right? You must be having your friends, your family, anyone in the dream. It can even be a celebrity who you want to see. It can be a monster who you never want to see ever in your life. Though, so these are the kind of dreams you normally get. So we are going to convert these dreams into illustrations. So starting with that, we need to know some basic stuff about it, right? So we can't just go and start writing a poem without knowing the alphabets. So first we have to learn about how to draw our like we are in the dream, so we need to know how to convert ourselves into a character. Then we need to know how to convert the other people into how other people into character. If it is not a person, it can be an animal. How to convert the animal into a character, and we need to know their what they are doing. Of course, we can use stick figures to explain it and just to convey the idea. But what if you want to explain it in a more complex way? So this is what we are going to cover. We are going to cover with the basic stuff of this. So this example I have shown here, it's to show you that there is no right way of doing it. There is of course the default way of doing things, which is like the you might be knowing the Da Vinci's anatomical structure.
So those are kind of the default standard way of doing it. But so rules are like in I personally believe that rules are meant to be broken here in while we're drawing. But in order to break the rules, you need to learn the rules. So here we are going to I'm going to show you the basics of postures, gestures, and how to create the characters from those. So starting with the faces. So here I've taken the example of me and Karthik. Okay. So in the first picture there is me. So I have converted myself into a character. So if in this picture you can see that I have selected a few traits from it. Basically just three traits I have selected. One is my curly hair, other is my eyebrow, and then my beard. So using just three things and put it into a face with 2 years, I have got myself a personalized character here. Similarly, with Karthik, I have selected his hair, then his glasses, and his beard. He has earring and his like half closed eyes. So these are like nowadays he also wears this topi. So this was made a little earlier, so I could not add that. So yeah, so this is how you can like create yourself a simplified character. And if you can see a small character of me which was made by Karthik on top of my image, that picture also has all those features I have explained. A better way to understand this is that even if I choose any styles, okay, like here you can see different versions of me. I have drawn these different versions of me. You can see all these versions are very different from each other. Some have noses, some are realistic, some are kind of, I made one in anime style. So but one thing common in this is that all the features I explained earlier is present in all these pictures. That makes it me. So yeah, similarly, an example of Karthik. These are the caricatures he made for himself. Here also you can see that the all like his all the features he has like included in this. And also he has converted himself into other characters, he's on fire. Then he also changes his looks according to the timing. Okay, like he in the lower left corner you can see he has the doppy, which is because this is a recent character. And moving on, yeah, so after learning how to draw the faces, okay, we need to know how to give the postures and gestures to these characters. That is one important part we need to learn, because all the characters have this. Like whenever we draw up like a full body, one way or the other it has. Even if you draw it and if you don't draw it, like it is always there. So and through the gestures I'll show you the line of action also. So coming to the first picture, the Benton one, you can see that I have drawn a pink line through the center of the body. So that is called the gesture, or like it is also, in this case it's also the line of action, where I have started it from the top of his head and ended it in between his legs, because this time his whole weight is constant, equally divided to both of his legs, and it starts from this head. So if you see it, his head is a little bended. His head is a little bent backward. Okay, so I need to show that curvature. That is why I have bended his head. So I have used that pink line, which is not a straight line. Instead, it is a little curve to show that curvature of his body. And then I have used this the shapes and structures to forms. We'll come to that later. Come to the picture below it. The fat guy catching the ball. You can see that I this time I have used the line of action and in a green line, but it is in a little more curved line. It is a little more curved line, and it starts from it's and so it starts from his top of his head to the bottom of his leg, the leg which is weight is concentrated. Uh, s- uh, because the other leg is totally on the air, because the he's catching the ball and the weight of the ball is making him bend much low, much more than when he's standing still. Even after, like, if you I hoping like you got the idea of gestures. It's basically a line which follows through the structure of the body, standing or doing whatever activity. It will change according to the posture which he is standing. So moving on, how can we create that character from these gestures? So what our process, like we three use this process of using basic shapes. to build any complex character. So here I have given the example of a small person standing in front of King Kong. Okay, so in the first picture you can see these pink lines I used to show the skeleton of the image. The middle line, which is a straight line, that is the line of action or the gesture I have used there, because he's standing still. He does not have a proper body movement, kind of action. There is no action happening. He's just standing still. I just draw a straight line just to know from where his head starts till his body ends. And a similar line I have used for the character standing in front of him. He's kind of standing in a scared way, so I just wanted his elbow to be a little tilted to show this to show that emotion of scaredness. So here and one main thing we can do is that you can see the size of the line for the small character compared to King Kong, right? That is a proportional length. Like the scale I used to determine the proportion. With that line, I can determine how much this man should be compared to King Kong. So once that is figured out, I started drawing the skeleton. The other two lines you can see for the arms and the legs. Just to know where this will be coming, because I already have a mental image in my mind, so I just have to like draw it on the paper where it will come. And after that, you can see I have used these shapes, like the black lines are the shapes I used to make the character. I have used ellipse, triangles, or like trapezium, whatever it is. I have used these shapes to bring it closer to what is in my mind. So, and in the face, you can see a small triangle. That triangle is the place where I would like to concentrate his whole facial features, like eyes, nose, and mouth. So that I had an idea that I need his forehead to be too big, and his all his facial features should be concentrated on that piece. And after that, I joined in the second picture. I had joined all these shapes to give a form to the character, and then I just used uh, other lines and made the character into a proper thing that was which was on my mind. So that is the process we normally like go through while creating any character. So here we have drawn in the first one we have drawn humans, right? Mostly humans, and in the next one we have even gone with the it's not a fictional animal. I don't know if it's a titan, right? Yeah, something. We have drawn him. So and after that, yeah. So I all these fan arts that I have made, these are all done in the same process. I could not show the process here, but these all are done in the same process with the same like same techniques I use. But if you see, all these characters are standing still. It does not have a particular action to them. Like they are all standing still. So most of these, all of these characters have a line of action which is a straight line, which is concentrated on the ground. Right. His whole gravitational weight is um like equally distributed throughout his body in the on all these cases. And then I use, like, if you look closer, you can see you can't literally see, but you can see the mental image of all those shapes involved. If you see Naruto, you can see the circle for his head, and I carved the circle to get the square, and his whole body, the upper part of his body is just a cube. See, like, and similarly, the lower part can be in the triangle. So that is how we normally create a character. And if you see Sirius Black, the whole his whole body from head to leg is just a triangle. That is how you can create the characters from the shapes. And once you have like made yourself into a character and you have made other characters, now you have the liberty to do anything. Here I have made took inspiration from my own facial cues and put them in Superman and created Superman. So Superman, he's a superhero. He is above all. That's why he's called Superman. And then he also like has the features of Superman and features of me. Like just the head, the rest is Superman. So you can do multiple things with this. You can create your own animated movie where you are the hero. You can create your own comic book series where you are the hero or you are the villain, or whatever you want to be. You can be. That is the power of all this. So now bringing, like, now we have learned like we have seen gone through a lot of things uh, in this second session. Now it's time to bring them all together in a single frame where you need to know how to put this together to form the dream. Okay, all the dreams has a story. The story might not be something which always interests you. It can be a normal story. So here I have selected a story. Okay, like Spider-Man is chasing me. So why is Spider-Man chasing me? So it can be maybe one day Spider-Man like assigned me to design a suit for him. So I designed this shorts for him, which has sunflowers and spiders, and like it has bright colors like yellow and red. So he's very angry at me. Like he spent a lot of money for me to design the suit, but I designed something like this, and now he's very angry. He's chasing. So if you see all the things I explained earlier, I have used it. First, I have made the gesture. So me running, I am actually running in a curve. My whole body is curved to the back to show the speed. Okay, so I have used the gesture like a curve where my uh, it starts from my head, which is bent backwards, and it kind of stops towards my leg, which is going backward, to show all that curvature which I'm have. It's kind of a little bit exaggeration, but that is what I was intending. And then if you see Spider-Man, he's also having a little curve where he's curving in the opposite way, because he need to spin the web towards me, but his other hand is in the other web. So there is a little curvature he's doing to coming like chase me. So then then other thing here is the proportion. Like I am running a little forward and he is chasing behind me, so I'm a little bigger than him in the picture. So and then I use those shapes. If you can see in the second picture, I have used some circles and squares and to identify my body parts and connect them. And in the third one, I have like used a proper pen to detail out all the details, and also just to increase the thickness of the line at some parts by coloring them or filling them with colors to give an idea of lighting, so that it will give a little sense of vividness to it. And also I have made a small circle, an oval shape on the ground to show that I am not flying or anything. I'm just like running through the road or the ground, and he is actually flying.
So the second exercise like that Anand has decided for you guys is like we all it's the whole workshop is based on dreams. So we all have this dream to meet someone. For example, like I have this dream to meet John Cena or Undertaker or anyone. So you have to draw yourself with that. It can be a celebrity, it can be a fictional character, it can be a friend also. So you have to illustrate. You can illustrate meeting him, and obviously there will be some emotion involved in that illustration. Like if I am meeting Undertaker, so I will be happy, but somewhere I will be scared too. So there are different kind of ways, like Anand taught you how to make the proportion and all those things. So you can select a emotion what you want to convey. You can draw yourself. Then we will later in the second half of this workshop we will we will help you how to build the mood or build this how to add small elements which will help make sure to convert the thought you have in your mind. Okay, just anything you want to add up?
No, that's good.
Okay,
Yes,
so it's
can you just explain like any
We
change?
would like to one thing that is hello.
Yes, sir, just
yeah,
continue.
you're audible.
What did you say? I could not hear
No,
you.
no,
Sorry.
continue.
No, I was just saying, we would like you to explore beyond your capabilities. Push yourself, see how far you can go. Don't hang up with how much you can do. Everybody can do anything. Don't worry. Just let yourself go wild on the sheet.
Yeah. During this, like I will be drawing with you guys. Like we'll be drawing with you guys, so you can see me drawing along with the. And I'll just explain how I use these gestures practically in all the drawings I use. I'll be explaining while I'm drawing this. And so I'll be drawing in this tablet, but you can take a paper or anything. You can draw using any tool. I'm using this because it will be hard for me to like reach out to pencil, pens, and everything around me. So that's the only reason I'm using this. So you guys can choose any medium, take a piece of paper, take a pencil, pen, whatever, and start sketching out. Like if you can go with unique ideas,
Hello.
Yeah, I guess some internet issues. Yeah. Okay, he left. Maybe he will rejoin. Some internet issues. So Tejas, meanwhile, you can tell like what are you planning to draw for this fan art
It's
slash
320.
draw yourself. No, I am asking like
No,
what are
no,
you?
it's 320. Abhi.
Okay,
It's
it's 3:30.
320.
So okay, so we can have a break. We can continue at 3:45.
Yeah, we have a 10-minute break, guys, and we'll meet you on another link. You stay
Yeah.
in the same place, we'll come from another link.
Yeah, till now we learned, how to convert non-living things into character. We learned a little bit about how to convert yourself into character, and then how to convert any XYZ person into a character. Then, in the second half, Anand will give a demo about this fan art, and yeah, then we will go to the third phase of the workshop, which is making character from taking inspiration from anywhere, limitless, out of the world. So yeah. You want to sum up, Tejas?
Why not? Why not? You can think of something. People who are watching from YouTube, you can think of something that is intriguing you, something that you want to draw, and you can tell us in the chat. And you can tell us if you have any problem, so we can answer it there. Maybe you have a issue with perspective or scale. We can help you with that. Just type it in the chat box, and we'll answer it for you here.
Hello, Karthik.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
Karthik, can you share the screen because my Wi-Fi went out? I am using a phone mobile data.
Okay, I will. But we were thinking of like it's already 3:25, so we can take a break. Then we can continue the session at 3:45. Anand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys,
you can
we have a
start
different
the.
link for the.
We'll provide you with the second link.
Yeah, there will be a second link which might be provided. I don't know about it, but it might be provided for you guys also. Like if you join from that link, you can add the second session that will be with the demo that we are talking about, and then we'll be going to backgrounds and other stuff. Like there are more to this. So, is there anything for you guys to add before we end, Karthik and Tejas?
No. I guess we already.
We spoke. So meet you guys soon.
Who's
Yeah, AM CAD tutorials, please.
who, I don't know who's there. Like how is this working? Is there other people here?
I don't know.
Okay. AM. Yeah, we will. I get.
Anand, can you
Actually, my dream involves a cat. So yeah,
Can you
actually, my dream
illustrate
involves
that
a cat.
dream?
So I'm actually going to do that.
Okay.
The second
Can
half,
you?
we will start with that.
No, you can draw cat right now. Like we have time. Can you?
Me, actually, bro, like the dream I am planning is actually I am a cat in that dream. So I'm
Okay, you are the
gonna
cat
draw
in
like
that
that
dream.
only.
Okay, so in second
Yeah,
session, like
exactly.
Anand will start with the demo only, where he will be
We'll start
illustrating
with that, bro.
himself
We have only
as a
things.
cat. Yeah.
And AM, like how did you manage to chat? Is it possible? I'm not sure how this thing works. Can you
Yeah,
just
even
tell us
I don't know.
you
Even,
ask this?
even I don't know. Even I don't know much.
Oh, okay, okay, that's cool, that's cool.
Yeah, there is a like we can have a Q&A session in the second half, right, Anand?
Yeah.
So you guys can, put your question in the chat box and we can read it out, and any one of us can answer that. Anand?